Good day. I am T-Boss, the host of The Best in the City on Kaya 959 between 9 and midday. Why radio? Or before that? Well, radio day to everybody. Yeah, why radio? Well, it goes to the primary formula of why we are people. The need to communicate, the need to know that we are part of a village. Whatever it is that we're going through, we are not alone in it. And here comes the medium that says, wherever you may be around the world, whatever corner of South Africa or the province, whatever it is that you're going through, somebody else is sharing in your journey. And that's why it was called the theater of the mind, because words painted those pictures. It's like a book well read, but not necessarily translated into film. And the imagery, it is so potent, it is so vivid in your mind. And there's the glue there, which is the host. And that host is using music and words to keep the nation, to keep the residents glued and not only just entertained, but also informed. Radio chose me instead of me choosing it. I'm a chemical engineer by training. I did this as an extramural activity on campus, and it led to this. And now I know why I'm doing it, because of my passion for two things: how people and what people think, and music. Music is at the core of it all. I'll say 60 to 70% of why I do radio is because of music, and then the rest will be shared about people experiences. I love observing what people do or say and why they do those things. And it is that curiosity that has kept me going, and that's also informed the DNA of my show. Mondays I talk about the self. Tuesdays I talk about loves and relationships being romantic and social and familial. Wednesday I talk about intimacy. Thursday I talk about lifestyle choices we make. And Friday is all about fun, right? The things that we do for fun. And that is that very DNA that has informed it, purely because of my interest and curiosity about people. Number two, the listener is ever evolving, always changing. And that in itself just makes it even worthwhile to keep doing it every single day, because yesterday is never the same as today's from today or tomorrow, whatever the case may be. And now, with that pot in front of me and that I need to curate and control every single day, here's the advertiser. The advertiser comes in and says, I want those pair of ears, not only to listen to my message and my offering, but to also react to it, either by, trying it out or buying it or repeat buying it. And this is where now the host becomes the glue of it all. It's a tripartite alliance. You know what I mean? Myself, the listener, the advertiser. We are all in it for us to all benefit. The plan here is one. Let's create amazing radio, raise amazing shows that live beyond on air. By that I mean creating a radio show that people can talk about beyond the 3 hours of it. They share it in their own personal spaces, because that in itself says you have basically reflected relevantly what people are going through. Two, whatever they heard on that show, being an advertising message, be it an interview, or whatever the case may be, stays with them for a day or two or even longer. And last but not least, make music the glue that just impacts people's lives. Because if you think about it, we all have a song, either from the past or currently, that we didn't like, but radio made us like. And that's what I'm talking about, because that it means the music industry doesn't die. It keeps on growing and growing and growing, because it's a cultural movement. And that's radio. I normally say to people, radio is the initial, the original social network. If you think about it, it rings true. All other media are derived because they know what captive audience is based on what radio stations used to do. So we are the original social network, and it will forever be like that. And it can only happen if we allow communicators to come with pure curiosity to make people talk, engage, and interact without them even knowing each other, but they know they have only one common denominator, being radio, being a radio station, being a radio host, being a radio show, or being a song. All of those elements, you put them together, they make for an amazing melting pot of culture. Radio is culture. Happy Radio Day, and let's do more, and to many more years. Best T signing out.